One of the things that goes hand in hand with Flat Earth is the anti-space brigade. It's truly mind-boggling that a significant amount of people actually believe that space is fake. Now this leads them to conclude that all of our past space missions, as well as the future ones, are nothing but elaborate hoaxes. And one man is constantly banging this particular drum, Level Earth Observer, who today has put together a video he's called Space Bloopers. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a big thank you to the sponsors of today's video, Raycon. Now, you may have heard me talk about Raycon's everyday earbuds before, and you might have thought, wait, the same audio quality as the big guys but half the price? Sounds good. And Raycon has sold 3 million of their previous everyday earbuds. So you know they're a fan favourite. The upgraded everyday earbuds offer everything you love about Raycon and some more. Because now you also get ergonomic design, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and active noise cancellation. These Raycons have a 32-hour battery life. And now they've got a new quick charge function where 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery life. And as I said, they've got that lovely ergonomic design to comfortably fit a wide range of ears, and optimised gel tips for a cosy, comfortable fit. Now, as you all know, I love a long walk, and the reason I take my Raycons with me is not just that amazing battery life. They're the most comfortable earbuds I've tried on. No more earaches or earbuds falling out. And with these cool protective cases, I can safely stow them away again if I'm chatting with someone. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what are you waiting for? See what all the fuss is about. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/SimonDan to get 15% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. Right, back to today's video and the insufferable Level Earth Observer. We are going to review his Space Bloopers. Here we go.
Space Bloopers, Episode 1. First up, we've got this short clip from a Russian astronaut supposedly on board the International Space Station, looking through the window, filming Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon as it attempts to dock with the space station. The problem is, just like we've seen in the past, we get layering issues here, as the Dragon capsule and the satellite dish appear to come inside the window and past the window seal at points.
I'm sure you've said things like this before, matey, and you were wrong then. I'm sure you're wrong here too as well, but on you go.
Showing me a blurred image isn't a debunk, lads. You need to recreate the scene in the manner in which we're seeing. This is an obvious layering issue. We'll watch it twice on loop. Very similar to the old Space Shuttle International Space Station one from back in the day, where the International Space Station came in past the window sill of the Space Shuttle.
Well, Level Earth Observer, what do we notice about this clip? The Dragon capsule is in focus. The window frame in the foreground is not in focus. What we're seeing here is the Dragon capsule passing behind an outer focus window frame. It's an optical illusion. You can guarantee that if the window frame was the thing that was in focus, this would not happen.
We'll have a look at that one another day. Next up, we've got this now infamous clip, which I originally highlighted years ago on my old channel. And of course, what I highlighted here is obvious for all to see. This is supposed to be the space shuttle docked to the International Space Station, filmed from the Soyuz rocket as it departs. But when our friend here zooms in, essentially all he's doing is zooming in on one model docked to another model.
Ah yes, the Airfix accusation. Level Earth Observer thinks these are 2 models. Forget the massive Earth over there on the right, hey Adam?
Look. The space station is bad enough, but look at the space shuttle. The Canadarm, the backs of the actual space shuttle, the wings. Look at it, the inside of the cargo bay. It'll come back round. Terrible. Even space fans I've shown this to admit this is a model.
Let's take a look at the back of that space shuttle when it's here on Earth, shall we? Now that looks exactly the same to me.
But bizarrely enough, they still choose to believe in this tosh. It's crazy. Shows you how deep this spellcraft works. Blatant model docked to another model.
I don't think you know the meaning of the word blatant, Adam. This is a blatant model, not this.
Now this is a great clip, but I'd never seen this one before till the other day. Saw it on Taboo's channel, which originally came from the Zetetic Truth channel. Link in the description to both those guys. Now most will be aware that these part of the deception here is these guys interact with augmented reality things that aren't actually there, but they're there presented to us, layered in, that these people watch on screens to see what they're interacting with, to fool us.
Augmented reality is a thing, of course, but it does not explain what happens in space with these astronauts.
Or naive people, I should say, into thinking they're in this environment hurtling around a ball. But quite often things go wrong. The interaction with the augmented item, or whatever it is, in this instance the water, kind of gives the game away, as we're about to see. Again, it's on loop. Just watch the water's interaction with the bat. This would never ever happen if this scene was real. This could only ever happen if you're having a special effects issue, just like we're seeing here.
This should be interesting. I reckon I could debunk it with one video straight after. Okay, these are special hydrophobic paddles developed so that the water is easily repelled. Now, it didn't take me long to research this at all. What you are seeing there is the actual water droplet behind the paddle. And this is because that paddle was made with hydrophobic polycarbonate material, and it was etched with a series of 0.3mm air channels in a grid pattern. That means it's partially see-through.
Ridiculous, lads. Bearing in mind the globe is impossible. We can test and verify that for ourselves. All the globe believers are left with is looking away from the Earth and making huge assumptions about what they see in the sky, at the expense of dropping every single demonstration we can test and verify for ourselves. Their assumptions they have regarding the things they look in the sky have no practicality to back it up anyway. You see what insane logic you're dealing with there, just based on space performances here, that baffle and bewilder these people?
Well, aside from that little performance, how do you think augmented reality is used here, Adam? An astronaut literally wetting a cloth, wringing it out and seeing the water stick to his hands. How is this done, Level Earth Observer? I absolutely genuinely want you to answer this, because I think it's another clip that you shied away from. No doubt at all.
But then when you look at the space stuff, it's just mockery, as I've said for many years. Here we've got Canadian national hero and legend Chris Hadfield on our right, in the red top here, being exposed by his own harness. His body language and the way he acts prior to exposing his harness attachments on his back kind of gives the game away anyway. But then when he bends over, you see 2 points protruding on Chris's lower back, highlighting the attachment points of his harness at play here. I believe NASA use several different types of harnesses with different attachment points to do various different circus tricks depending on what they're doing that day. And Chris is going to show us one of them. Chris?
By the way, if these bloopers really are that obvious, why is it that NASA published them? Why would NASA, who in your opinion are trying to trick everyone, release footage which you think shows evidence for the use of harnesses? If they were using harnesses, surely they wouldn't release anything that looks dodgy. Oh dear. Just play the clip, Level Earth Observer.
So that's what inspired me, that particular book. After that, I read lots and lots more that just inspired me further, but that was really the one that set it all off.
Oops.
Answer. Why don't we take another question from YouTube? We have a couple.
Right, we're just going to come back, turn the volume down a smidge, because I'm going to slow it down so it doesn't get too psychedelic. And just watch Chris Hadfield get exposed by his harness in slow motion here. Bending down. And there rise up the two protrusion points, highlighting the attachment points of Chris is his harness.
Okay, let's look at that again. What is going on just here? They seem to disappear as he begins to rise again. Could it be possible, Adam, that these are the natural creases of the shirt behaving in that way because it's in a weightless environment? You cannot say with absolute certainty that that's an impossibility. Can you? Can you? Actually, what am I saying? You probably can say that, can't you? You're that deluded.
This man is supposed to be a hero, but in the real world, he's actually a villain.
That's a bit much, isn't it, Adam? Well, I think we're done for today there after that one. What do we all think of Adam's space bloopers? Does he have a point, or is it all explainable? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, we're all done and debunked for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching. It is, of course, truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this one, hit that thumbs up button. Please consider subscribing too. We're on the march to 600,000 subscribers. And of course, if you really liked it, then do consider sharing as well. Just enough time to once again thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. Remember, visit buyraycon.com/SimanDan to get that 15% off your purchase of Raycons and free shipping. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Flat Earth meme debunking. I will see you then. Bye-bye.